Parties are working late tonight to get out the vote. 16 WAPT's Erin Kelly has a look at the last-minute push. She is live in our newsroom tonight. Erin.
Good evening, Stephanie. We talked to supporters from both parties. You can see them all hard at work here. They told us it had been a long day, and they're preparing for another one tomorrow. Rankin County Republicans met in Pearl tonight for a pre-election day barbecue. Volunteers picked up campaign signs for candidates. They plan to drive all over the state, setting them up at precincts.
There are some that are precincts that are way on out there, pretty far out. So some of us got a little bit of a drive ahead of us, and we'll be tromping through some mud tonight.
The busiest precincts there has to be Parkway Pentecostal Church. That's where our own Tammy Eswick is live this morning. How are things there, Tammy?
Good morning, ladies. The line is literally wrapped around the parking lot. You can't really see it from the angle we're at right now, but it's going all the way down the parking lot. This particular precinct has had problems before. Now, last time voters came out to Parkway Pentecostal, there weren't enough voting machines. With all these people in line, the question today is, will they have enough today?
And folks are already lining up to vote.
Yes, this is video from Flowood at Chastain Memorial Library. Do state leaders expect a big turnout? 16 WAPT's Andrew Kinsey is live at Oak Forest Elementary School in Jackson. Andrew?
Yeah, Kiki, you know, I had a sit-down interview with Secretary of State Delbert Hosemann. He says last election, 4 years ago for the presidency, there were over 1,300,000 people that showed up at the polls to vote.
16 WAPT's Andrew Kinsey found out who's accountable for making sure your vote is counted.
Thing. That's how state and local leaders are summing up Tuesday's election. They expect more than 1 million voters to flood to 1,800 polling locations across the state.
Everybody wants to vote for the president, and most people want to vote for the governor. So those are the two largest elections that we have.
Planning started more than a year ago when the state started training county clerks and election commissioners. But in Hinds County, we saw commissioners clashing over problems a month before Election Day.
I just can't believe that somebody would come before the Board of Supervisors, send letters all over the county, admitting that they are too dumb to do the damn ballot.
That exchange played out in a supervisors meeting when Commissioners Connie Cochran and Jamil Clark tried to explain why Hinds County failed to mail out absentee ballots to military voters overseas. State leaders say it's a major mistake that's now under investigation.
The fact that they didn't perform their duties is unconscionable.
Secretary of State Delbert Hosemann says the repeated voting problems in Hinds County are frustrating. He understands why residents might be concerned whether their vote will count.
If you miss the military voting, if you don't get the absentee votes, then people start to worry about whether their absentee ballot is counted or not. So there are things that make people concerned.
Hinds County has been plagued with problems over the past 3 years, from issues with voting machines to voting precincts not opening on time. In some cases, names on ballots were just wrong.
This is my first time actually doing it this way or whatnot, you know, but I do want to make sure that my vote is counted.
The constant problems are prompting some voters to cast absentee ballots before Election Day.
Do you think this guarantees that your vote will count?
Yes, I do. I really do.
With 119 precincts in Hinds County alone, the Secretary of State tells me even the smallest mistake could have a big impact.
The mistake in Hinds County sway the election in any way?
Yeah, a mistake in any county would. Hinds is the biggest county, of course, so a mistake here would, be enlarged by the fact that they've got more votes.
Hosemann says this election day he'll have reps in 37 counties checking for violations, including voter fraud. Commissioner Connie Cochran admits mistakes can happen again in Hinds County.
Everybody dealing with the election is a human being, and there are going to be errors that are made.
But Cochran says she doesn't expect any major problems on Election Day.
Should people be concerned about their vote being counted?
No, their vote is going to be counted.
County Supervisor Robert Graham says he knows what will stop the problems they've seen at the polls. New voting machines.
We not only need them, but we need them now.
Graham says after the election, county leaders will move forward with a plan to spend $1.5 million on new machines. But even that decision is lacking unanimous support.
The action that is being taken right now, as far as moving forward with the purchase of new machines, is very premature.
In Jackson, Andrew Kinsey, 16 WAPT News.
16 WAPT's Nicole Killian is in Boston at Romney election headquarters. But let's start with 16 WAPT's Sally Kidd, live in Chicago with the Obama campaign. So, Sally, what are those folks saying tonight? We continue our Commitment 2012 coverage tonight.
Yeah, the latest numbers now in the race for the White House here in Mississippi, and ABC News has declared Mitt Romney the winner here in Mississippi.
Also, Roger Wicker, the incumbent, returning to the U.S. Senate. We've got those numbers right there on your screen.
And an update now on the numbers for Supreme Court District number 1, and Bill Waller is leading Earl Banks. All right, time now to bring back in our political analysts, Governor Ronnie Musgrove and Matt Friedman.
Yeah, of course, we've got some presidential numbers in for Hinds County and Madison County, also Rankin County specifically. Matt, you go first. What are you seeing with those numbers?
Well, I don't know in the state of Mississippi if there's any real surprises here. I think Madison County, of course, is pretty typical. Rankin County, Hinds County, all kinds of sort of interesting things. But, Governor, you know, Madison County, we've got some kind of fascinating numbers if you think Mississippi goes totally for Obama, or for Romney, rather.
Right now, with 38% in, Obama is winning Madison County. Now, what that tells you is that all of the votes are counted, because at the end of the day, Governor Romney will win Madison County. But the president has won Hinds County, and that certainly is expected. Right. I want to also address something you talked about a minute ago. I think after this election, I think a lot of people in the country would like to see the partisanship level go down.
Yeah, Harper County very happy. Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves happy too. Harper's been called the winner in the congressional race. Republicans shaping up pretty nicely right now in Mississippi.
Well, we're so proud of Congressman Harper. He's my congressman. He's doing a fantastic job in Washington, D.C., and the people of the 3rd District came out in large numbers today to show their support for him.
There's been people outside dancing, a DJ. Congressman Betty Thompson, of course, has been in office for 19 years. A lot of people here supporting him, and they've been watching those numbers come in.
16 WAPT's Meg Pace live at the Roger Wicker campaign, where the race has also been declared. Meg.
Hey, Darren, Stephanie. Race just been declared for Roger Wicker, and we are here at his party. And joining me is Governor Phil Bryant. You got to feel good about this Senate and some of the House races here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we overlook a lot of times. Roger Wicker's just been elected. I think Greg Harper, Alan Nunley, Stephen Palazzo will be elected.
ABC's live coverage of Election Night 2012 continues now. Of course, we've been telling you all night long, you can keep getting local coverage on WAPT.com, on your iPhone, your iPad, Android, all those numbers right there for you.
And the race for the White House tightening up with Obama being declared the winner in Minnesota, Wisconsin. Of course, we're waiting on Ohio and Florida. Stay tuned for that. We'll have another live update coming up in 30 minutes.
Big Bird is a big seller.
That's right, Stephanie. You can definitely say that. We're at the Halloween headquarters in Jackson. We did find Elmo and some other Sesame Street characters, but you will not find Big Bird here. It's not goblins, ghosts, or ghouls flying off the shelves this Halloween. It's that big yellow bird that resides on Sesame Street.
Big Bird is sold out.
Halloween store managers in Jackson say no one was expecting the Sesame Street character to be such a big hit. Several stores didn't even carry the costume to begin with. Y'all don't carry Big Bird here, right?
No.
Do you wish you had now?
Yes, probably.
The man accountable for the Big Bird boom, Republican presidential nominee Mitt Romney, because of the comments he made during last week's debate against President Barack Obama.
Because I like PBS. I love Big Bird. I actually like you too. But I'm not gonna keep on spending money on things to borrow money from China to pay for.
It's amazing that so many people will be getting together because a candidate said he was going to stop funding PBS. But it's crazy to me.
And the demand for Big Bird costumes is not unique to Jackson. Halloween stores across the country are reporting that the big yellow bird is flying off their shelves there too.